We'll be starting in a minute if everybody wants to find their seats.
You guys got drum mic, Mark? Yeah, but it wears out the voice when you're singing a big open space and you don't have amplification.
Bonjour, everybody. Migwani kwe indigenous cause, Migizi and Dudame, Odawa Zaga Iganing and Dunjaba. Family and friends of graduates, please save pictures for the end of the ceremony. Please stand for the welcome song. Miigwech. We had an eagle feather dropped in the arena. Gary is going to pick it up and say a prayer for this. So when we drop anything in the arena, we offer tobacco and we say a prayer for that and let the Manidug know. LCO Veterans Eagle Staff, Gary Corder, Vietnam vet, U.S. Army. Nation of Warriors Staff, Bill Wildcat, USMC. LCO College Staff, Dr. Russell Swagger, LCO College President. American flag, Kathy Okal, U.S. Navy. Wisconsin flag, Bob Shara, Vietnam vet, U.S. Army. POW, MIA, Harold Stone, Army. LCO flag, Bruce Miller, U.S. Army. Red Cliff Tribal flag, Michael Christensen, U.S. Army. Lac de Flambeau Veterans flag, Georgina Brown, U.S. Navy. Bad River flag, Misty Jackson, U.S. Army. We'd like to do the veteran song. Miigwech. Please welcome Dr. Russell Swagger. Bizekwe Bizud serves as president of Lakudere Ojibwe College. Dr. Swagger holds a PhD in Human Services.
Bonjour, everybody. Good morning. So it turned out to be a beautiful day. Thank you to the veterans, to the drum group, and to all of you that could be here today. We'll get started here with our program in a good way. And so with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Danielle, and she'll announce
our person that'll offer the invocation.
Miigwech, President Swagger. At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Niju Dewi Denami, who will get us started today in a good way by providing the invocation. Niju Dewi Denami is a high school senior at Northern Waters Environmental Charter School and currently attends the Lakudere Ojibwe College. For the past 7 months, she has been working towards her Native American Studies associate's degree with an emphasis in Ojibwe language. She contributes her knowledge to the Ojibwe language to the 8 years spent at Wadukadating Ojibwe Immersion School, where she was engaged in Ojibwe culture and spoke the language every day. During her time at Northern Waters, she has worked on many projects, including the creation of the kindergarten Ojibwe immersion curriculum, as well as editing historical Ojibwe college textbooks. This has helped her to focus on properly creating an effective Ojibwe immersion environment. She currently spends her time interning under Dr. McGizzy Sullivan, which includes tutoring Ojibwe language students, as well as contributing to linguistic research and curriculum development. She is excited to continue contributing to the Ojibwe language revitalization movement in any way that she can, learning from the Ojibwe Nation's first speakers and elders. She hopes to contribute to her work within the tribal community, which includes continuing her education and work-based projects. Please welcome Niju Dewi Denami. Please be seated, everyone. Thank you.
How? Uju niji bamadizi. Indinaway magani do. Nina san niji dewi indigenous cause. Ajijakin duremo. Dawazaga egening in dujaba. We weni ingi anune ga ausa wabagwanda apagizomaga au sema dekonag nungum. Ane bakone gayang e osa maunja idiyang. Oma we sakajibi igayang nungum. Ne wenda mi gwecha wendanga inene mi guyan. Da gagiza taguzianama. A pagish ni ganing we gashkatuye ginawa gaye. Da baziguegama, baziguyan. We pinda kujugaeg, na ojibwe gaye. Miama we nandodama gayan. We kanuna gwa gyumani dug abaja aga ao sema. The mamino say goma, megwa sakajibi igay nungum. Mino adash ne bago saindan da gana wabe miguizieg. Megwa baba madizieg. Megwa abaji tuyeg anandege kendemeg. Oma, gabegi kendasu gameg. Anu kieg ni ganing ingoje. Mirish gay we kagweja magwa ingumani dug da gana wayan dagoziwad. Giduna way magananane gama iasijig. Inashke bina kujigayan ama ninga nuna isa au nigana zamani do. Misa ween ga mina nang ya obamadizuin we nijishing ija anishna bayang. Mina tum geo dapanada au sema de jowaina mad and you anishnabe. Midash da inikada au sema with it winabid money do ama king. Mio al money do ga nakodang mewaja the gonna wabamad, and you Anishinaabe and Megwa, Bibijagirama King. Nashkedish gawin beja gwabisi, Odayaman and yo Wijamani Duman, Naya Damagojin. Odi Dapinawan and no Samana Gay Winawa, Dajwaina Marinio Dinishinabe Mewan. Inashke ni we binda kuna awasna bewinine. Igay nungum. Mi win ga nakadang mewaja. We kanawain damwad anishnabe in Asia ayanand. Gishmin awia. Gagwa dagitura ma nungum. Ninga gwejama win dajawainamad. Da ganawain damwad. Niwi McQuain masa al mitugwa bewinine Asia kazod. Mi win gainawain dang alsa manidu gitagan. Me mingwesia gigay. Mi agyo manidu gigashijik. Waywaina ni binda kunan, domino dudwani ni ugini janis sinanin. Minawa owija abinujian. Nishkain au bagwajuanine, bagwajik kwe jawinind. Mi ween ein danakir e wida wabishki kong. Gunawendang idoge janagamod. Naiji debajmod nishnabe. Odu dapanano no seman wina gaye. Nui McQuainama gidu daemananig. Mia gil manidug. Gonna wabba mungid Asia Anishinaabe. Misa igio nayo ga dejig babame batuad me guayakon. Nago gaye nibi kange yajig. Winawa dashigo gaye, winawa be mesajig, gijigong. Mirash da inikara awasema iwide we nabu wa nudin maidanamuk. Miyama bida samabuad igio manidug. Gonna wabba mawad in yon Anishinaabe man iwide wabanung, jaunung, ningabinung, giwedinung. Mira shigai da inikada wa amanidug ayajig ni bikang ishbiming igay. Nui McQuain masa go gay wayne buju. Inashke megwa binda kujigayang Asia Anishinaabe. Gawin wika gira wanena masi. Gege gishmin mino duda wangin wa wiya jinga mino dudagonan. Nimbinda kuna sa au wayne buju okomisan gane tawage igojin o dujumanigay. Nashke Dabwa gij bina kujigaya nungum niwi kid yo o. Gawina kina agyu money dug in gij winag. Gege dash niwi McQuainama ga kina agyu gawane mangwa. Misa yu waja ga gigiro ya nungum. Gimi gwech win inim ga kina gabe ijayeg nungum. Gimami quainimigum. Mi gwech biznawig.
Miigwech Nijudewi. Please welcome President Swager.
Good morning, graduates. So if you think you're going to go out in this world and not make mistakes, you better think again. I was supposed to be down here the first time I addressed you, but I was up there. And as you get older, you have to wear glasses and you have to follow a script. They want you to get like this so you guys can all go home and have your celebrations and be with your families. So I'll do the very best that I can for you. So good morning and thank you for being here today to help celebrate our graduates' accomplishments. I'd like to, this time to announce some distinguished guests. And first is our Board of Regents, the chair of our board, Jason Bisonet. You could stand and let everybody know you're here. Monica Chase, who's our vice chair. Marie Basty, she's our treasurer, or secretary, I think. No, treasurer. Darrell Coons Jr., who's our secretary. And Mr. Gary Gerber, a director. Melissa Lewis. And Kyle Van Aker. It's our Board of Regents. We also have here with us today our provost, Miss Lisa Munive. and Miss Stephanie St. Germain, our Dean of Academic Affairs. And Mr. Nathan Gordon, the Vice Chair at Red Cliff. He's also a former student. Thank you for being here. And we also have Miss Michelle Bodine on our Tribal Governing Board. And Mr. Gary Klaus, also on the Tribal Governing Board for LCO. And Mr. Bob Eck, he's a, I want to take a little privilege here and just talk a little bit about Mr. Eck. When everything was happening with COVID, he's the board chair for Marquette University. And he contacted us through the Native American programs at Marquette University and asked us if there was anything that he could do for our students. So this was through he and his wife and his two sons who have the Eck Family Foundation. So we had a call and we talked about things on that call. And like I say, he was eager to offer some emergency aid to our school for all of our students if they needed any kind of assistance through that difficult period. And so we had a conversation and I told him that we were not the kind of college that is looking for a handout. We're the kind of college that's looking for partnerships to help us build our future. And I believe he became very interested in that. And since then, the Eck Family Foundation has given us a considerable amount of money. And that money was to be able to be used for whatever we might have needed. And so I'm just so grateful to you, Bob, and to your family for taking such a interest and having such compassion and wanting to share your good fortune and your love with all of the people of the Lakota and other Ojibwe communities. You've made a profound difference. So thank you, Mr. Eck. And I also have with us in the back, in the center, Mr. If you could stand up, Doctor. You know who I'm talking to. Dr. James Pete from Red Cliff. And Dr. Pete helped to start the Red Cliff Outreach Center, and they went from approximately 2 students when we moved from the Washburn site back to the Red Cliff community. And at one point, he had well over 50 students that were attending from Red Cliff. But he's also now the newly elected chair of the Wisconsin Indian Education Association. So congratulations for that new position. And if I'm forgetting anybody, please let me know. I think I've seen most of you, but if I haven't, please make sure and let us know so we can acknowledge your presence here. So on behalf of the college, I'd like to welcome everybody to the commencement. We're pleased that so many people came today. We're very proud of the history and values that the college was built on, which include integrity, leadership, collaboration, honesty, and respect. Our graduates exemplify all of these values, and for that, we're extremely proud of your accomplishments. We're here today to celebrate you and congratulate you on completing a major milestone in your educational journey. And as you all know, education is a lifelong pursuit. Some of you will be entering the workforce. Some of you may be stopping out for a while, and others of you may be continuing on for a further education. But regardless of what you're going to do, you have all worked hard to complete your programs, and you are to be commended. Many of you have overcome unbelievable challenges to accomplish your goal, raise your children, working and taking care of your family, and experiencing all of these things through a pandemic. You may have also lost loved ones, and you may have been planning for a wedding, or you may have been doing other things that we just have to do every day in life. It's been difficult, but you persevered and you've achieved your goal. You should be very proud of yourselves. I know that I'm very proud of all of you. LCO Ojibwe College, if you do not know, is celebrating 40 years this year. That's a huge accomplishment, 40 years. There's probably only a few tribal colleges around the country that are maybe celebrating about a decade more than we're celebrating. But that's such a huge accomplishment, and all the people in all of our tribal communities in Wisconsin, especially the Ojibwe colleges and tribes, have worked hard to make sure that this valuable education is here for us. As we've reflected on how to celebrate our accomplishment with you, we cannot help but think of what we've achieved in this past year. The college has received a $5 million appropriation for single student housing. We don't have any single student housing, so this will be the very first single student dormitory that will go up at Lakudere Ojibwe College, and we hope that will remove a barrier for our students to be able to attend college. And we want to thank Senator Tammy Baldwin and her team for working so hard to make sure that that would happen for us. Thank you to the senator. We also received candidacy for our nursing program. This was a program that when I came in, we were getting ready to shut that program down. And we have gone through unbelievable challenges to get that program where it needs to be. And we have a lot of graduates from the nursing program that are here today. And we also have our nursing faculty. I'm not sure where nursing faculty are seated, maybe back here with the faculty. Go ahead and stand up. Another big goal that the nursing program has is to increase the enrollment of Native American students in the nursing program. Our tribal communities really and truly sorely need medical professionals that can relate to people that have lived the experience of the Ojibwe people. So if you're somebody that aspires to be a nurse in the medical profession, we encourage you to come and take a look at our program and visit with our faculty and also students to find out what that experience is about, because we do need more nurses, no doubt about that. We've also piloted 2 bachelor's degrees, and got accreditation for both a business and human services bachelor's degree. And that's all approved, and some of our people who are graduating today are graduating from those programs. First time we ever did these bachelor's degrees. When we're getting ready to receive positive affirmation from the Higher Learning Commission that we will be accredited to offer a bachelor's degree in teacher's education. And this was one of the things that I heard tribal leaders say quite a bit throughout Wisconsin when I came on board, was that we need to have our own teachers, and the teachers need to be able to do things like teach the language and the culture and the history of Ojibwe people. And so this is a really important program to us. And so if you are interested in being a teacher, please let us know, because we have a quality program that you could take part in as well. And finally, we have 2 master's degrees that we're piloting, one in business management and one in human services. And we just had a visit this week, and the Higher Learning Commission will make a decision as to whether or not we can be accredited to offer 2 master's degrees. So the college is offering certificates, associates, bachelor's, and now masters. And as soon as we get notice from the Higher Learning Commission, our name will change from Lakudere Ojibwe College to Lakudere Ojibwe University. And I would be remiss in not recognizing the individual that is most responsible for those programs coming on board and being as popular as they are. And that person is our provost, Miss Lisa Munive, if she could stand and be recognized. And lastly, I want to celebrate a life that we've lost. We've lost many lives through this pandemic. And I'm going to ask Mr. Robert Pacheco to receive in a good way our condolences from the college, as he recently lost his sister. And so he's here. He said he's happy to be here and he feels good about being here. And I don't disagree with that. Robert, you're loved, your family is loved, and we are sorely and deeply sorry for your loss. Thank you for being strong and for being here today with us, Robert. And there's a list of people that you can see for yourself have been a part of our success, and we continue to grow those partnerships. We also understand that the college graduates would not graduate without family and without friends. So graduates, you know who your family is, you know who your support system is. Give them a round of applause. And I'd also like to make some remarks for Miss Lorraine Gouget. She's the liaison from the tribal governing board to the college, so she comes and attends our meetings, and then she shares information back with the tribal governing board and vice versa. But she could not be here with us today. And so I'd like to say on her behalf that she is an alumnus of the college. She graduated with an associate's in the liberal arts. She continued her education at UW Superior, graduating with a bachelor's in human services with an emphasis on AODA. And she's worked for many, many decades with the Native American population. She worked at the college in her formative years, and she's helped to shape the future of Anishinaabe people. And so if you could please say a prayer for Miss Gouget and her family, because they are ill right now and she could not attend, but this is one of the most, I guess the most, what do we call it? Most of her favorite time is to spend with you and share good words with you. And she was so sorry that she couldn't be here today. So please recognize her if you have prayers and thoughts that she will make a good recovery along with her family. So with that, folks, I'm going to turn the program back over to Danielle. Thank you.
Miigwech President Swagger. I'd like to introduce Board of Regents Vice Chair Monica Isham Chase, Attorney Monica Isham Chase, Joanno Gijigukwe, is an attorney for the Kudare Tribal Support Services and has represented this program for the last 5 years. Attorney Chase was born and raised in LCO before going to get her bachelor's in political science and public administration from the UW Green Bay and her Juris Doctorate from Marquette University Law School. She was appointed to the Board of Regents in 2019 and has since served as the board's vice chairperson. Please welcome Ms. Monica Chase.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so I'm so happy to have been given the honor of congratulating our graduates on behalf of the Board of Regents. We know how important it is to provide our graduates with a sense of the pride that we feel for each one of you. Now, they told me to be quick, so I'll try to speak quickly, but I do want to convey a message that I hope you find meaningful. That message is that your graduation today creates a ripple effect of success for your family and your community. To illustrate that, I'm going to do what I do best and talk about myself. You all heard a list of my academic achievements in my introduction, but you probably don't know the story behind them. That story begins with my parents. Not that kind of story. This isn't health class. Both of my parents were the first in their families to graduate from college, and that was no small feat. My parents were very young when I and then my two younger sisters were born. They had nothing. They told me that I learned to walk so early because the floor was so cold that they didn't want to put me down on it. At best, they only ever had one vehicle between them, and it only sort of worked some of the time. My dad had dropped out of high school. Doesn't know I'm telling people that, but and my mom was homeschooled, and her schooling didn't count toward a diploma either. My dad, he came here to our college. They helped him get his GED. And while he was doing that, he went on college visits where he found himself attending and then graduating from Northland College. However, for the degree that he wanted, he was still a few classes short. And again, our college helped him with that. And they negotiated with Northland College to have 2 professors come down here and teach those classes here at LCO so that he and many others could take them and graduate with that degree. And he did eventually graduate with his full degree. My mom received her GED through Hayward High School, but then she began taking classes at the college. In fact, some of my first memories of this college are sitting in beanbag chairs in the old library watching VHS tapes. I'll explain what those are to the kids later. While my mom was in class. And with 3 little kids in tow, she continually took classes until she also eventually earned her full degree. Thanks to their education, they went on to be successful in their fields and advance the lives of their family and their community. My dad, Mick Isham, he eventually ran for tribal governing board where he was one of its longest serving members ever. And that, I swear, that's not a dig on his age. He's now the executive administrator of the Great Lakes Indian Fish and Wildlife Commission, so GLFWIC, where he fights to protect our natural resources. My mom, Bonnie Bodine, was in early childhood education for 30 years. Also, not a dig on her age. More mine, geez. And is now an adjunct professor here at the college. Now they probably felt bad for the nights that they had to bring me and my sisters along to class or to meetings. But I'm so thankful for that. They struggled so that I wouldn't have to. And they were the first in their families to graduate from college so that I wouldn't have to be. Their achievement created a ripple effect that didn't just benefit me, but all of us who have been touched by their work in this community. Thanks to them, I got to go to college right out of high school, where, to my knowledge, I was one of only a handful of Native students. And then to law school right after that, where I'm, to my knowledge, again, the only Native student in my year. And I don't know everyone's story here and the past that have brought you to sitting in those chairs right now. Maybe you were someone like my parents who struggled so that your children or your grandchildren don't have to. Maybe you're one of the children like me whose parents showed them the path to educational success. Whatever your story is, we here at LCO Ojibwe College are so happy that you chose us to be a part of it. We hope that whatever you choose to do is your next step, that you continue to be involved with our college and our community. On behalf of LCO Ojibwe College Board of Regents, congratulations, class of 2022.
Miigwech, Mrs. Chase. Timothy Barber is a proud member of the LCO Band of Lake Superior Ojibwe. He started his academic career here at LCO Ojibwe College back in 2016. During 2017 and 18, he studied in Kansas for a degree in media communications before switching degree plans, and now he is currently enrolled in the Associate's Program for Small Business Management and Native American Studies program with an emphasis in Ojibwe language. Currently, Mr. Barber is the Student Senate President here at the college. Also, he is graduating with his certificate for the completion of the Ojibwe language course from the NAS program today. Please welcome Mr. Timothy Barber.
Well, while I get my laptop all set up and the speech ready, I'd just like to first thank everyone here for coming and honoring these graduates. Thank you over there. All right. Whew. All right, I need to get this thing out of my god darn way. All right, Buju Indinaway Magnadug. Wase Gijik Nindagu, Nin Dusha Wasi Nendu Dam, Odawa Zaga Iganing and Dunjaba, Gaya A Nin. My name is Timothy Lee Barber, and I'm the current president of the Student Senate. First, I would like to thank the relatives of all of us graduates, for we would never have come this far without your unconditional love and support. Secondly, I'd like to thank the faculty and staff of LCO OC, for we would never have gotten this far had you all not played your individual roles. Us graduates wouldn't have been able to build all of our own individual success stories. Third, I'd like the graduates to take a chance to thank themselves, for without your perseverance to achieve success, we would not be here today. You all have spent late nights on coursework, wishing you could sleep, but knowing that one class will, but knowing that what was at the end of the tunnel was far more important. I'm certain more than one of us have that one class we will never take again. But more importantly, I'm certain we all have a lifetime of memories to look back on. Now I'd like to congratulate all of you for this accomplishment, whether it be the first step in a long path or your last step from a journey you started long ago. I just want to say you're here. You can take a breather for now. The next step is to get a damn job. But other than that, enjoy and live in this moment for now. Miyu Manik Waga Gigadu Yan.
Miigwech Timothy. Robert Pacheco is a proud member of the Lakota Band of Ojibwe. His goals in life are to protect and improve our natural world. He hopes to be an example for other marginalized people to define their own dreams so they can have positive and meaningful impacts in their communities. Please welcome Robert Pacheco.
Uju Nindanue Magani Dug, Naabanwe Nindagu, Magizi Nindu Dame, Mioman Dayan Pakwewang. My name is Roberto Pacheco, and it is a beautiful day in Anishinaabe King. It is an honor to stand before you all as Student of the Year. It took all of my dedication and will to achieve this. However, I did not do it alone. My family has been there to support me every step of the way, and I'm beyond grateful. Thank you all for the encouragement and, of course, rides to the college. Everything I do is for you. Mom and Dad, I'm lucky to have you, and I love you so much. I'm sorry I didn't believe you all those times you said how smart I was. I thought it was something all parents said to their kids, but look where I am now. I would also like to thank the staff, my other family. They've all been excellent mentors. Dr. Anderson, you have made my experience here very special. I'm so grateful for all you taught me and always looking out for me. I can't thank you enough. I would also like to thank my fellow students. There was a time when I doubted myself, and I thought of you all. Zoom has its pros and cons, but it gave me a glimpse into your lives. Sometimes I saw and heard more than I wanted to, but I saw all the work you guys do through difficult situations at home and persevere. That inspired me to keep going. I lost my oldest sister, Mikina Gukwe-bun, this week, and it's been very hard. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to attend and still do this speech, but I knew this family here will always love and support me. Nimin Waindam, Miniwa, Nimigwecha Waindam, Apachigo Migwech, Miu.
Miigwech Roberto. Presenting this year's Faculty and Adjunct of the Year awards is 2021 Adjunct of the Year, Mary Revoy Lopez. Mary is the TRIO Assistant Director and Success Coach. She is also the adjunct and teaches Introduction to Higher Education. Welcome, Mary.
I'm more nervous than you guys. Buju, Gakinowia. Bungi Atago Nina To Ojibwem. Nashkedash Inga Wikwa Wakwajitun the Ojibwe Moyan. Mary Nindish Nakaz. Gawi Nindu Demisi. Thorpe Nindun Jaba. Bakaya Bashke Kong in Donaki. Gita Pitain Nin Ingum Noongum. Hello, everybody. I only speak a little Ojibwe. However, I will attempt to speak Ojibwe. Mary is my name. I do not have a clan. Thorpe is where I'm from. Nowadays, I stay in Hayward. We are all proud of yous. I was asked to do faculty and adjunct of the year as I was adjunct of the year last year. So we're going to start a new tradition to pass that cool plaque on with the apple on it. So then I was asked to do a Mary speech. And if y'all were in my higher ed or ever came to Trio, I'll make it brief-ish. I began working at LCO College in 2015 as a success coach and assistant director of the Trio program. And then I started teaching intro to higher ed in 2016. And that's where the inspiration and empowerment really comes in. I have not taken any Ojibwe language classes yet, but there was a small group at the college that decided I should learn a little bit and before I come talk to you all today. And this is going to tie into the little pieces that I want to talk about. The three main things: lifelong learning, perspective, and community. First is lifelong learning, which is what we learn outside of this formal education systems that we have. So please take a moment and think if there's anything you've already learned today. Be it a new way to get somewhere or a new thought that someone introduced to you. Then that leads to perspective. Perspective is what drives our approach to the world. When we take on other perspectives, that's where our power lies. The power to expand our horizons, gain new skills and information to help guide our lives. In the world today, there's so many people we come across, the tourists that come into our local towns, to the people we meet on the internet, and oftentimes share interests, and then we create more communities that way. So in this Mary speech, I'm like, oh man, how am I going to take an hour and a half and put it into like hopefully less than 10 minutes, right? Then I'm like, oh man, classes are over. We're done. We're here to celebrate. So I want to celebrate you all today, the faculty, all the staff hiding in the audience. We all put in hard work and we made it to here today. So I want to encourage people and hopefully plant a seed or two. Some of you in the audience have been in my higher ed class or been in Trio. So where would I be without talking about procrastination for 1 second? How do we continue to beat procrastination? I'm not going to go there. All right. So it's more about understanding time management, finding our purpose in life, finding that grit, finding that vision. Sometimes you got to use that wise choice process. Like, is this a good idea or not? Okay. So what are we here for? Creating a path to a happy, successful life. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it just falls into place. It's as elusive as Bigfoot often. So I've been reading Philosophies of Success since 2016. And what I wanted to do is I just grabbed a couple pieces from a couple graduates in the audience. I'm not going to identify you, but maybe you'll know who you are. Kay said, I want to live my life so that people around me can see I have a reason to live and a creator who loves them. I want to let the hardships and life lessons shape me into someone who can look past the surface and see God, see people as God sees them, treasures. R said, being successful in my life will mean having the things I need, like a nice home and vehicle and meaningful work. It also means being satisfied with the things I have done and being proud of instead of doubtful in my completed tasks. Successful, I will also be having loving relationships with my friends, family, and pets. In order for me to be successful, I will have to keep on going on my path in college and pursuing a field that is beneficial to others around me. I will know when I am successful when I don't have a nagging feeling of inadequacy, and instead I will feel a deep sense of pride. Another K, blending the seven grandfathers' teachings with my personal values is what makes me me. The values important to me are honesty, respect, integrity, love, and being trustworthy. Any relationship, friendship is based on trust and honesty. I trust that our kids will make positive choices. In order to gain that trust, they must be honest with us. I want all children at home and school to know that they are loved and I care for them. Being raised in a cultural home, I was always told to respect everyone and everything materialistic, especially if it's not yours. And our elders hold the utmost respect. Integrity, having morals and living by them is what my friends and family love about me. Honestly, I'm proud they can trust me and know I will do right by them. To the graduates, some of you are going to go on to pursue another degree, or you enter the workforce, or you just take some time off. No matter what you do, don't stop learning. Over time, I have found the common theme to be happy is to be grateful and to keep an open mind and grow and learn. And now more than ever, be part of something more than yourself. Find your purpose, your vision, your mission. So in closing, hopefully I made under 10, you guys. In closing, there's some people I really need to thank today. Holy crap. David Butler, Brandy Lone Tree White, help me every day practice and speak. And I hope I did good enough to make them proud. Miss Michelle Haskins taught me the Bakaya Bashke Kong song. Niju Devi Denemy inspired me. Where are you? Okay. Dr. McGizzy Sullivan also helped me be correct as I can be. I'm grateful for all my supports, as you all should be, your family, your friends. And I'm very fortunate to have a boss that supports me and let me teach a class and be more. So having someone that empowers you is a great person to find to inspire you. Not all of us would be here today where we are without support, love, guidance of the community around us and our families that we choose and that choose us. So one more final shout out. That's the LCO College class of 2020. COVID took away their conventional ceremony, and I want to acknowledge them. So to the graduates, Midash, Ginawa, Apegish, Mino, Bimadizi, Win, which means I wish you a happy or good life. So, I'm gonna- Woo! All right. Your faculty of the year, as voted by students and staff, is Dr. Michael McGizzy Sullivan. Woo!
Aha, miigwech, didn't way gonna do. So I had no idea. Pretty cool. Get to hang this on the wall in the office. But I want to thank the students here. I just started in August, and I've been blown away by the interest and the energy that our student body has about our language and about our way as a people. And I'm really humbled by that, and I look forward to many more years of serving the community with regard to our incoming students and being that access that we all crave and that we all need to our language and our traditional mindset as Anishinaabe. So I'm really, really thankful for this. You know, I'm just a young guy and I don't claim to know too much, but the little bit that I know, I'm more than happy to share with my students and community. So, miigwech. Ishawanaman.
Oh, the adjunct of the year is?
It's Mary again.
Okay, you all heard me talk, so don't ever give up. Don't quit. Thank you.
Miigwech, Mary. Good job with your Ojibwe. Miigwech, Dr. McGizzy Sullivan. I'd like to introduce Lisa Muneve Anangukwe, serves as the provost at the Lakudere Ojibwe College. Her background in social work and transnational human service leadership provides a unique lens as she leads the academic department of the college. Please welcome Provost Muneve.
And I am vertically challenged, so I'm going to have to adjust this baby here. All righty, before I get into honoring our students and recognizing their honors, I'd like to switch gears here a little bit and honor some other folks, and they're sitting in the back there, faculty. So I'd like you all to welcome me and giving them a round of applause for all of their support for our students. It's been an honor to lead the academic department. It's been an honor to work with an extraordinary team of faculty who support all of those different things that President Swagger has talked about us doing. And without the leadership from faculty as well, we wouldn't be there today. So I'd like to thank you all for your support as well. But I'd like to especially recognize one special person back there who I'm pretty sure he already knows this is coming because I asked him to be here today. So Mr. Bernard Tom Johnson, he is an adjunct with us for the last 6 years. And he is taught for his final semester. And I tell you, it pulls at my heartstrings because he has been a tremendous person to work alongside of. And I hate to see him go, but I know he is always going to be a part of our family for the college. So with that, I'd like to ask Stephanie Dean St. Germain to come down here to help me honor Tom with a Pendleton blanket. Tom, can you please come forward? Tom is a man of few words, but I will ask him to come up here and say a few. But he, as an adjunct instructor for the college, has gone above and beyond over the last 6 years. So not only teaching chemistry, but he sits in almost all of our faculty meetings, which he is not required to do. He attends our in-service. He also served as our safety person for our lab and did a tremendous amount of work to make sure that we were in compliance and that we're doing things safely back there. And he did that because he wanted to, not because he had to. So I appreciate Tom and all of his support throughout the years, and I'm truly going to miss you in the hallways, but please remember you're always a part of our family.
The shortest speech I could make is one beautiful word, great. I appreciate it very much. And everybody that I've worked with, thank you. Students, you're great. Yeah, you're gonna, yeah,
You can, All righty, on to the reason we're here, right? And that's to recognize our students. And just sitting here and actually sitting up at the stage and just looking at the students here with the white and the red, we had our first group of pilot students of the bachelor's go through. So this is the actual first group of graduates from our bachelor's program. And I just have to say how extremely proud I am of each and every one of you. And I had the pleasure of actually teaching some of you in your associate's program. So it is truly an honor to sit here and see you all not only graduate with your associate's degree, but come back for your bachelor's. So I am extremely proud of every single one of you, those of you graduating today with your bachelor's degree. So congratulations to all of you. Thank you for trusting us with your education. All right, so we're going to move on to honoring our students and their honors. So when I call your name, please stand and please hold your applause. And I did that last year, but nobody listened, so I know that it's not going to happen. But I'm following the script here. All righty, so when I call your name, please stand. First, we're going to recognize summa cum laude, a GPA of 3.9 to 4.0. Anna Demirs. Patricia Gardner. Nazra Mohammed, Katrina Mullet, Patrick Schrock, Amina Wasama. Congratulations to our summa cum laude students. Moving on to magna cum laude, Nemo Ali, Melissa Burns, Kenoquaz Cloud, Edna Farah. Lacey Martin, India Owens, Robert Pacheco, Kevin Stevens, Jennifer Toribio Warren. Congratulations, students. Next, honoring our cum laude, GPA 3.5 to 3.69. Sagal Abdiram, Nasia Basina, Pauline Biscobing, Naum Chasambai, Carlena Dennis, Misty Gaston, Patricia Gordon, Andrea Hyde, Elizabeth Kishong, Camille Liban, Teresa Valier, and Dika Warsame. Congratulations, everybody. Welcome me and congratulating our students today.
Congratulations, honor students. I'd like to introduce Stephanie St. Germain. Stephanie St. Germain is currently serving LCO OC as the Dean of Academic Affairs and is an instructor in the business department. She has earned her bachelor's in marketing, master's in organizational management and leadership, and master's in education, and has served 5 years in the U.S. Navy. She is currently working towards earning her PhD in organizational development and leadership. Please welcome Stephanie St. Germain.
All right, we're going to honor our graduates now. And like Lisa said, please hold your applause till the end. First, we are going to do an honorary degree conferral. Kenneth Andrews Jr. Kenny loved his drawings and getting an education. Kenny's father would go to his parents-teacher conference, and before they would say anything, they would say, "Let me show you his desk," and point, there it is. The desk would be overflowing with drawings, and his drawings always had a red heart in the middle. No one ever knew why he made it that way or asked why he had the red heart in the middle. Kenny did a lot of drawings for Misquawabigang Red Cliff tribe. He proudly made the health clinic symbol. He also did a lot of drawings for different colleges, and a lot of people today are walking around with his drawings as tattoos. Kenny's father got the chance to go on many trips with him out west. One place they went to was Bear Butte, where they put Kenny's mom's ashes, where they There were a lot of spirits that they felt on that mountain that day. That was a very special time for Kenny and his father. When Kenny attended LCO College, it was a good moment for him. He always knew he wanted to go back and finish his degree at LCO College, but he never got the chance to. He was a great mentor and helped people when they needed it because that was the kind of person he was. Kenny also loved his twin girls, Kendra and Deidre. The day they were born, he fell in love with them. They were his life. Please welcome or help me honoring Kenny today. And everybody that's wearing a red ribbon, that's in honor of Kenny. All right, row one, it's time. Stand up. Savannah Beam. Olivia Kelty. Savannah Alkrisick. Kayla LaGrew. Katrina Mullet. Patrick Schrock. Rachel Teschendorf. Nissia Basina. Elizabeth King. Keenan Sawa. Kinoquez Cloud. Dolores Shawanamash. Paige Wiggins. Okay, row two, you can stand up. Yep. Pauline Biscobing. Sorry, Pauline. Sorry. Sagal Abdurrahman. Nemo Ali. Nam Chesumbai. Edna Farah. Hawa Hashi. Elizabeth Kishong. Camille Liben. Lacey Martin. Nazra Mohammed. Joynes Yango. India Owens. Amina Warsami. Deka Warsami. Robert Pacheco. Nicole Barthel. Desiree Conger. David Dinasha. Tina Goslin. All right, row 3, you can stand up.
I graduated in college. Yeah.
Iona Jackson.
Old, but.
Yeah.
And the sun.
Last year it was nice.
Alexis Mayat.
I think, I don't know anybody else.
Anna Demers. Timothy Barber.
I know. They're all in the last row. For real.
Ujadewe Denomini.
Yeah. Like it's called the boy is associated to yellow. I mean yellow. Right?
Patricia Gordon. Elena Del Campo. Dalen Corderer. Precious Trepania Smith. Kathleen Baker. Randy Cadat. Keisha Chino. Laura Miranda. Jennifer Toribio Warren. Betty Lou Wayman. Elena Larange. Okay, row 3, you can sit, and row 4, you can stand. Melissa Burns. Carlina Dennis. Patricia Gordon. Misty Isham King. Mary Tribble. Teresa Valier. Alicia Cross. Andrea Hyde. Natalie Miller. Ramona Norton. And Kevin Stevens.
Mhm. Graduates, please rise. Move your tassels to the left. On behalf of the Lakudare Ojibwe College Board of Regents, by virtue of its authority and recommendation of the faculty, we confer these degrees upon you. Conferring of degrees marks the end of this part, and for some, the beginning of the next part of your journey in education. It is an accomplishment for which your parents, family, friends, faculty, and staff applaud you. It is with great pleasure that I now present to you the graduating class of 2022. On behalf of everyone at the college, we encourage you to enjoy your day and wish you the very best on your journey wherever it leads you. Miigwech.
Here, do you want? Oh, geez. Please join us for refreshments in the tent following the recessional. Please stand. LCO OC drum. Please share an honor song for our graduates. Graduates, you can go and dance around the arena if you'd like. Okay. Sorry. Miigwech. LCO AMVETs, please retire the flags and lead the recession.
Kenneth.
At this time, we'd like to ask LCO OC Drum to please share a traveling song, and everybody can join along.